Annie, we're on the air.
Oh, we are? Oh, well then. Hi, welcome to the Annie Show. I'm Annie, and this is my sidekick, Lulu. Today, our guest on the Annie Show today is Ken Jaskulski, owner of Second Source Computers and Retail Garage Sale.
Hi, Annie. Thanks for having me today.
You're welcome. Ken, why don't we go inside?
Okay.
It's kind of cold.
Why don't we go inside?
Okay.
Thanks for inviting me to your show today. The lawyer said, though, I better show this sign before we go any further, because at Second Source and Retail Garage Sale, some people mistake us for a pet store. We have dogs in here every day. So, okay, the legal stuff's done. Now, the Second Source side of the store, we've been in business since 1987. And our one-line mission statement is we buy, sell, and trade computer equipment. Now, we back that with what I feel is the best service center in Delaware. But Second Source is more than just computers anymore. If you notice behind us, that's a brand new 30-inch HD TV priced at $649. There are a lot of other things we do besides new and used computers.
Ken, what else does Second Source sell here?
Well, Annie, besides new and used computers and laptops, Second Source sells ink cartridge refills, a complete line of accessories for computers, including cables, and we even have DVD games and movies. Actually, Annie, at Second Source, we sell a lot of laptops. It seems like everybody wants a laptop nowadays. And we have typically laptops starting around $250 on up. We're one of the few places where you still have an option to get a Windows XP laptop as well as one of the newer Vista laptops. We also do laptop repair. Okay, and Annie, regarding desktops, at Second Source, we have everything. We have $99 internet computers. We can custom build a $5,000 computer if somebody wants to spend the money. Most of the time, people come in and they want a reliable second computer, and we've got them ranging anywhere from, as I said, $99 on up. In fact, Annie, if a customer wanted a computer custom built, we can do the biggest custom you've ever seen, or the most outrageous. See this? Most people think this is an antique radio. It's not. It's a computer custom modded into a 1939 Sears and Roebuck radio. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. In fact, look at these are some of our other custom builds. You hungry? Uh-huh. You are? Well, let's go nuke some food. No. It's a computer. We're still trying to figure out how to nuke food in this, but this is a custom modded computer. We actually have one built into a milk crate. So don't throw out your milk crates. They're valuable. And then these are furniture pieces, but when we go over to the retail garage sale side of the store, you'll see some computers custom built into furniture. Annie, as I mentioned, we've been servicing computers since 1987, and we offer all different types of service. We have a quick check at the counter where we can maybe diagnose it and correct it, the problem while the customer waits. Unfortunately, a lot of times something has to be checked in, but we feel that we do a good job communicating as far as what the problem is. Now, the diagnostic fee that they pay up front applies towards the completed repair or replacement, because sometimes a computer is not worth fixing, and if the repair is going to be under $100, we just go ahead and do it, and the $50 check-in fee comes off the total. If it's going to be more than $100 for any reason, we're going to call to discuss it and discuss other options. We fix desktops. We're one of the few places that does laptop repair. We also service Apple. Besides the in-store service, we will come out to your home and service, although we're one of the few places that will tell you right up front if we think that your money's being well spent on an on-site service call, because whether we're doing it or a different company's doing it, some repairs are not well done on site, and they just won't be done properly.
Ken, I noticed all these awards. What are they for?
Well, Annie, those awards were actually won by our service department. Every year, we typically finish first or second as far as having the best computer service in Delaware. And we feel the reason we are voted or thought of so highly with service is because we treat every customer's computer like it was ours. And sometimes that means we don't do the work because it may not be worth doing. But we'll inform the customer and we advise them as if it was our computer and our money being spent. And sometimes that means we don't do work. Sometimes that means that they get a different computer. But the long and the short of it is that we try to advise people on what we would do if it were our money.
Ken, this home theater's neat. How much is it?
Well, Annie, actually it's a lot less money than people think. Many years ago, people wanted $50,000, $100,000 for this type of setup in a home theater room. Would you believe we can do this for as little as $2,000? As little as $2,000. Our company, Half Price Home Theater, will beat any home theater quote. What we want to do is integrate your existing equipment into and provide a home theater-based system. So some people have a good sound system. They have a good PC. They may even have a projector. Well, what we will do is integrate all the parts, and we'll set it up here so somebody can take it home and set it up and save a lot of money.
Does it play Xbox and Wii?
Yes, it does.
Sweet. Ken, can you tell our viewers about Retail Garage Sale?
Sure, Annie, I'd love to. This sign says it all about Retail Garage Sale. Flex selling your unwanted valuables. We've been an eBay power seller for 7 years. And we see all these eBay stores opening up. And there's a reason they are, because eBay's kind of the hot place to sell merchandise now. But there are a lot of issues with eBay. eBay is more of a wholesale market, number one. And you have to deal with the shipping, and you have to know how to use eBay, and that's why these stores are opening up. We would rather try to sell the item locally. So Retail Garage Sale is a combination eBay store and consignment shop, and in general, think of us as a local Craigslist where we can buy, sell, and trade product, but the seller will make out better if we try to consign sell their merchandise. And what we do at Retail Garage Sale is if we bring the product into the store, we'll try to consign sell it for the customer, but we tell people to use eBay as a barometer. And I'll give you an example. Last year we had a gentleman that brought in an Xbox a couple months after Christmas, and he wanted us to eBay it for him. And at the time on eBay they were selling for $200, but there were still $300 in the store. So we convinced the gentleman to let us sell it locally, and we were able to sell it for $269, which was still a very good deal for the next buyer. And that gentleman got a check for $200 instead of getting a check for $200 minus eBay commissions. We can always put an item on eBay.
Well, thanks for being on the show, Ken. It was a lot of fun.
Annie, I really appreciate you having me on your first show. Thank you.
Well, that's our show for today. This is Annie, my sidekick Lou, saying bow out for now.